friend, someone who gives you freedom to be yourself. I just wish I had the right words to say right now, but I really hope the video can speak for itself. This is Adris, one of my best friends, and we've been friends for almost 13 years. What a ride, right? And I just wanted to show you a little bit of what our friendship has been and a little bit of what he is. I hope you enjoy. Okay.
So let's start. Yeah.
Let's start. Okay, and let's start with the first question, okay?
Sure.
And it is, can you describe the time when you knew for sure that you liked to transform people's lives?
Transform people's lives.
Yeah, like I thought
in
about
what
this
way?
because like every time like you do my makeup or
Yeah.
every time like you
Just
like
someone-
make my hair,
Alright.
you know, like I feel that my life is changed by you, like
Alright,
in a positive
yeah.
way, because like you give me like some type of self-esteem. I don't
Alright,
know how
yeah.
to explain, but you make me like
I think I know the feeling because it kind of reflects on me because it makes me happy knowing that I made you happy, and not just you, like everyone that I do makeup. I notice how happy they feel after I flatter their characteristics, and makeup has a lot of power. Makeup can really make you look your best, but also make you look your worst in a way.
okay.
And I knew that I wanted to do this, after experimenting with you and our other friends, and knowing what I could do with just some brushes and powders and all that, really brought me a sense of accomplishment. It really made me feel happy knowing that I was also making you and others feeling happy. Because some people, they don't see the magic in themselves as we do from the outside. So knowing that I can transmit in a way what I see in them and making them feel special as they are, brings me a lot of accomplishment. Yeah, and I guess that's the most rewarding part of my job, yeah, I'm not sure if that answers your question.
Yes, but
It
like
does.
when did you when did you knew
When did I
that?
knew?
Yeah.
So my relationship with makeup has its ups and downs. But I think I knew for sure when I was 20. I think when we did that video, for a college project. It brought me a lot of satisfaction, seeing a lot of things coming to realization, whether it was my view of fashion, my view of hair, my view of makeup, and also combining all of that with music was very rewarding. So I guess that was the one time I knew for sure I wanted to do that, and that was, I think, the beginning of everything I did after that.
So I'm
Actually.
really glad I took part on that.
Yeah, you did.
I have part on that. And I wanted to ask you as well, like, because when we did this this video, like for this college project,
Yes.
like you had like this musical inspiration, right?
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you which character or who are you inspired by?
Well, I'm inspired by a lot of things. One of the things that inspires me the most, although I don't think it really reflects in my makeup, is what we are surrounded by, flowers.
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
That's why we are here
Flowers,
today.
The beauty of flowers inspires me to see the beauty of people. But also, I watch a lot of vintage movies, a lot of vintage music, magazines as well. So I take a lot of inspiration from that. Also, some modern personalities such as Lana Del Rey, as you know, and well, some other people that I really can't name right now. But also, common people from my life, such as my aunt. I remember watching her doing her makeup, and that was very inspiring for me, you know.
Mm.
So it's a bunch of things. It's hard to, you know.
Yeah, it's just like number one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that is all.
yeah.
Okay, so how does makeup feels to you, and how does it influence the way you see the world?
That's such a good question, and I was
Yeah,
not prepared for it. Uh,
okay.
Makeup feels like a world of possibilities.
Okay.
Uh, you can be whoever you want to be with makeup,
Yeah, that's true.
and makeup can be so transformative. So I guess that's the most powerful thing about makeup for me. Qual era a outra parte da pergunta?
Yeah, how does it influence the way you see the world?
How does it influence the way I? Well, that's actually it's funny because it really changes the way I see the world. Not the world, but mostly people. Because sometimes I'm walking on the street and I see some random person walking by, and I'm like, well, I could do this and this on their eyes, or do this and this on their face and make them look their best, you know? Because every time I'm walking on the street, I look at people's faces, and I'm very good at memorizing faces. I usually never forget a face. So it really changes the way I see the world, because what I'm seeing when I'm walking outside is faces, 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 and I'm looking at eyes and lips and noses and see how I could bring all of that to life. You know,
Yeah.
I just it's an endless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you just have like a vision of what you could.
Exactly.
do.
Yes, I'm always, I wouldn't say judging, but I'm always
Yes.
evaluating and seeing what I can do with makeup, and what sort of makeup I would do on someone, to make them either make them feel good, or just to make them look better,
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
and I can understand that. I mean, of course, I'm not like makeup artist, but I can understand that like you can always like visualize what you can do with someone, and
Yes,
that's
I'm
really
I'm
nice.
I'm constantly evaluating that stuff, and I think even before I was a makeup artist, I was already doing that because I used to draw a lot of faces.
Yeah, that's true.
So what I do with makeup is a continuation of what I used to do as a teenager. I am drawing on a face. I'm making someone have bigger lips, or
Extend their eyes.
extend
or
their eyes. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Makeup can really change physical traits.
Mm.
And I guess that also reflects another part of me, but that's more personal,
Yeah, of course.
But I guess makeup can be very rewarding on that sense, because it makes you see parts of yourself that you didn't see before,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a powerful phrase, like makes you see.
Yes,
Okay.
I think because sometimes we are used to see ourselves in a certain way every day,
Yeah.
and once, like makeup, for example, you make an appointment with me, and I do your makeup, and you look in the mirror, and sometimes people have a hard time recognizing themselves, but in a good way,
Yeah,
not in
of
a
course.
bad way, of course.
Yeah, never.
And I just know how special that makes them feel,
Yeah.
I-
Just you
uh,
just know.
Yeah, it's
Because
super
you can
powerful.
see in their eyes,
Yes.
you can see like how
Yeah,
in the way they react.
and sometimes they don't see them as beautiful, but they are super beautiful to me. And after I do their makeup, because I think I transmit that with makeup, they see in themselves a bit of what I see as well, and I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I love being able to give people that feeling.
Yeah,
You know?
that's why I like in the first question I asked you like how it was for you to transform people's lives. This is what I was talking about, like
Yes.
you just like trying to make them see
Yeah.
how you see them.
I
you
guess
know?
in a way it changes people's lives, because I know at least of two people that they had sort of self-esteem problems, and after I did their makeup several times, they just acknowledge how beautiful they are, and that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is change.
It,
You just
it-
like
it's a-
changing with
yes.
like
I'm one of the reasons why they see themselves in a more loving way now, you know, and that really makes me feel good. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I have like the last question.
All right.
Okay, and it's like, how would you describe yourself?
Oh my freaking god. Oh, that's so complicated.
Yeah, I know, but like, I want to.
Uh, how would I describe myself? Well, I'm someone that's constantly changing.
Yeah.
I guess everyone is,
Yeah, all of us are.
but I think that describes me because I'm always looking at ways of improving myself, you know, and I'm always adding something new. But how would I describe myself aside from
It's always,
that?
yeah, it's always
You
a
know,
hard
I'm
question.
I'm someone that treasures beauty. I
Okay.
love to be surrounded by beauty. That's why I take care of flowers. That's why I have jewelry all over my room. I love to be surrounded by beautiful things because beauty makes me feel good. So I guess that's another thing that would describe me. I have I have this tendency to like to make everything better than what it already is. I guess I'm a perfectionist.
Okay.
Yeah, which can be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those are three
Main
traits.
characteristic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would describe me. Other than that, you know, I'd say I try to look for kindness in most things. I try to see the good in most things. Depends on what it is, but
Of course,
yeah.
yeah.
And I always tend to take stuff with a grain of salt, you know.
No.
I try not to judge things from a single perspective. Because I have a very contemplative nature. I When something new happens to me or something that makes me angry, I acknowledge it. I let it be a part of me, and then I judge it, you know, and I try to take the best part of it and to make the most of it. Yeah.
That's really
Okay.
nice. So I think I don't have any more questions,
All right.
but I don't know, like, if you want like to say something to your future self and like to
Something.
record, like to leave it like
All right.
on.
Something to my future self.
Yes.
That's very good, and I know exactly what to say.
Okay.
Don't be afraid, you know. Um, Take risks. And remember that even though it might feel like you are alone and you have no one else to look to, you will always have yourself and the knowledge of yourself to overcome the stuff that you are facing at the moment. Sometimes it might feel like you are alone, and in reality, you might even be, but you have the power inside of yourself to change your life and to reinvent yourself over and over again, and always make the best of the baddest stuff. I think. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. That might sound lame, but
No,
I
it's just it's a message for your future self.
yeah.
So
I think.
it's completely okay, and it
I
was
think
really
it might.
nice.
I think it might be useful in 20 years or something.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think it will be, and I think it is now, like for a lot of people.
For if some we are very afraid of change, and
That is true.
that's and I think me mostly than a lot of people that I know am afraid of change, but I think fear takes over our emotions and over our thoughts. But once we calm down, we realize that we really have what it takes to turn around and start over again, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, I think we can finish
Okay.
our kind of interview conversation.
Yeah, sort of a podcast as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's podcast material in a few years.
I think so. I think so. Maybe. Maybe
Yeah.
we will publish. Maybe.
So, well, thank you for having me.
Yeah. No. Thank you for like
You know,
letting me do this.
I'm here for you as you are here for me. You know,
That's true.
I like to be a part of your projects as you like to be a part of my projects, and it makes me happy to be a part of something that's starting for you,
Thank
whatever it might be and whatever
you.
it might lead you, and I'll be here to support you along the way. And
know.
yeah, well, hi YouTube friends. She will be quite successful. She's already successful, but she will be even more in just with time, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're not gonna give it like a set date, but you know, I totally believe in your success and whatever good is coming for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So.
Bye.
Oh, mas eu achei que foi nice.
Sim.
Eu gostei. Tu não
Bom,
gostaste?
eu gostei, eu não tenho bem noção daquilo que saiu, porque eu estava a falar, não é? Eu não estava de fora a ouvir, mas é
Mas eu
capaz
gostei.
de.
Eu acho que
Bom,
ficou tipo super genuíno.
ok.
Por isso.
Nós vamos
It's
parecer muito
nice.
assim o camera shy, vamos estar assim meio awkward,
Sim, mas
porque eu por
assim.
acaso não sabia para onde olhar. Mas assim, ok.
Exato, Adris.
Olha, abri uma flor nova ali. Vou mostrar.
Onde?
Sim, podes ficar aí.